Good morning. Welcome to Sunrise with Pastor Hayton. I'm visiting my dear mother again today, and we're going to do a remake of the Sunrise Devotional that we had a few weeks ago, hoping the quality will be a lot better this time. So here's my mom to talk to you a little bit about her salvation and a few words of exhortation to her kids and grandkids. Just enjoy yourself, Mom. Glad to have you today.
Well, thank you very much, Pastor. I would like to tell you that I grew up as a West Virginia hillbilly. We lived in the country most of my preteen years, and I helped my dad in the dairy and helped my mom do the garden work, and just ordinary for a country girl. And I had a large family, so I was almost at the tail end of that family, so I didn't get much attention. So I became quite a loner. So we moved to town when I was 13, and a lady next door to us invited us to church. And so I went to church, really the only church service I ever attended in my life. I'd been to Sunday school 2 or 3 times with a little girlfriend. I'd never been in a church service. And so after the preaching, the invitation was given for those that wanted to come up to the altar. And so I went up with my little brother, and I didn't know what to do or how to do or anything, so I knelt like everybody else was doing. And I don't remember praying too much, but I remember telling the Lord I wanted to live for Him all the days of my life, however short or however long I lived. I wanted to live for Him. And from that time on, my life became changed. I felt a different attitude toward people. I was still shy and a little backward, but I got along better with my family, and from then on it was great. I'd go out in the orchard and read my Bible and pray, because in a big family there was no privacy. And so I lived that way until we moved again. And then I didn't go to church for 2 or 3 years, but I still maintained my experience and kept close to the Lord. And then we moved to town again, and I started going to church, and I met a wonderful man. He had a call to preach, and he wasn't any older than I was, and we were kids. But anyhow, we both fell in love. And after 4 years of courtship, we married. And I enjoyed my experience with the Lord so much, I wanted to share it with other people. And I was invited to teach a Sunday school class where we were attending church. So I took that, preteens, 35 little girls, and it was an experience. I enjoyed every minute of it. Well, then we decided we'd get married after 4 years. And from then on, I taught teenagers. And so I get along better with teenagers than I do old people, because you can talk to them, and even though they won't agree with you, they'll listen. And so I've been around teenagers and tried to teach them. And I was talking to my daughter this morning, and she said she ran across, and she told me his name, and I'd forgotten all about him. And he said, I enjoyed my Sunday school lessons with Sister Hayton teaching. And that encourages you when you're too old to do that anymore, and to think your life has touched their life. And I would like to tell you teenagers that it really pays to be a Christian and to live a good, clean life before the Lord. You'll feel better, your health will be better, and all around, it's the best thing to do. And when you get down to my age, which is 90 years, you are really glad you've lived the way you have. So I would admonish you, if you don't go to church, find a church somewhere and go. You might meet a girlfriend there if you don't already have one. And just start thinking about the Lord and how good He is to you, and how He's blessed you with so much. And I pray that any of you teenagers that are listening will take heed and change your life and be what God wants you to be. You'd be surprised where it will lead you.
Well, thank you so much, Mom. I appreciate you sharing with us, and I hope we can do this every few weeks. So keep my mom in your prayers. She's got adjustments to make in her life, but she's doing very well, and we just wish the best for her and pray God's continued blessing upon her. See you tomorrow on Sunrise with Pastor Hayton. Goodbye.